Skibbity dop bow. Hey everybody, welcome back to Karandrin Role Playing. My name is Kevin Manus Pennings, also known as Cracked Palantir, and you are here, I hope, for this episode 153 of Brise's Tale. And as always, my good buddy Max is here to play the lovely and talented Paladin Brise. And Max, why don't you say hello to the lovely people?
Good evening, everybody. Hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday.
We are at episode 153. We are exploring a completely different world that you reached via a magical stone called the Doorstone. And Doorstones are native to the world of Odisse, and they allow you to travel here at will, but they do come with a, you have to tip considerably. But yeah, you can pop in anytime you can pay for it. The Odisse is populated by a number of species, have various and different customs, and you are here sort of exploring all of that. But you're also here to get fabric from the scorpion-like Phenol, who they sort of weave this fabric out of their own body fluids, sort of like spinnerets from a spider. And while generally the fabric is worn by their own family members, they're very honored if someone asks for it. And you're going to take it back to your the man you're courting, a tailor, and it may make him gain him some notoriety as being able to locate and acquire very rare fabrics. And right now you are inside what passes for an inn or in the world of Odisse, which is these sort of large open-air food courts, which have sleeping at the edges, enclosed in these large buildings, sort of like a food bazaar in the center of the building, 2 stories of open air, and then a third closed off story. But it's all public sleeping, which you have found very, very upsetting.
Exciting.
So it's you sleep on these sort of platform beds, and the platform itself opens up where you can store your gear, your possessions, and you just sleep on top of the platform with some sort of tick mattress, or what passes for a tick mattress in this world. So, but yeah, so in the world of Odisse, and you're debating whether you're going to stay at one of these way boards, as these inns are called, or if you're going to find some other means of lodging. Certainly the sense is that there is no private lodging typically available, at least here in the city of Kiakon. This is just the custom of this nation. So it is late afternoon in Kiakon. We know that the days are a little shorter here. So, and there's a time offset that will grow, but that's neither here nor there. There's, you can't help that. You'll be losing an hour a day, basically. So, so yeah, you're there talking to sort of the doorman, one of the 8-inch high lizard folk, Chidari. and he's waiting for you to make up your mind about whether you're going to take a bed or if you're going to go seek lodgings elsewhere.
I think I'll decide just to take the bed, and we'll see if I just have my pack maybe, to my back to make a little wall. If I can choose like a bed at the very edge, right? So then it's only open on one side and pile up some stuff. So it kind of gives me a semblance of privacy. I don't know if somebody's staring at my back. I think that's the move.
So up you go. You
just jump inside my bag of holding.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty private.
What floor do you want to sleep on? You want to sleep on the ground floor?
Let's sleep on the topmost floor. I think of the most privacy, right? At the enclosed wall. So we'll go up there. I do have my cloak of billowing, and I don't know how, if it stays open, if I could make it form a kind of wall and keep it that way for the duration of the night.
Once you fall unconscious, it would return to its normal size.
Right, but I guess is that enough to fool Brise into sleeping safely?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a tough call. Do you have any magic that might help you sleep more soundly? That is, as in literally, not literally, but figuratively make you feel safer because it's an alert spell or anything like that.
Right. I could cast a watchful strength, which will last for several hours. It'll last for more than several days. Just around the bed. If anyone enters that area, I'll be awoken and be alerted to whoever it is. So we'll do that.
Okay. So you tell him you're going to take a bunk on the third floor. He says, "Welcome to the Wayboard." We should remind our viewers that these people do not speak any of the languages out of the continent of Karandrin, and so you've got a talking stick that's basically this thick top staff that narrows down. It's a living organism with a metal cap, and you tap on the metal organism and it flips open, and there's actually a mouth there, and it will interpret for you what it hears. And so you're communicating with this staff, through this staff, I should say. Up you go. Third floor, of course, has those flumes that go up, taking out the smoke and so on, and they no doubt empty into chimney pots or chimneys on top of the wayboard. All manner of creature are here. The Chexeth, the Chidari, the A1. The beds are large, so they can accommodate an A1, given they're 8 and 9 feet high. So you just find one that seems to have the most beds near it that are empty, and you sort of put yourself in the middle of those beds, or I guess maybe an edge against a wall.
Right.
You figure you're going to just sort of recline for the evening, just read and relax until supper time, and then just kind of continue until it's just time for bed, and just take your repose here. So you unload your most valuable gear, beneath the mattress
Right.
into the platform box. Do you want to seal it magically with
I
Holy
do.
Lock?
I do. So I'll cast just a level 4 base level Holy Lock.
Okay.
And that is a 95 for casting,
Roll again.
plus 61.
61. 2 power points, 2 exhaustion.
Fantastic.
Double duration.
Hi. And then we'll do a watchful strength in the area around the bed. I guess I don't want it to overlap too much with the next bed over, right? So just halfway to.
Well, you can name yourself as the only beneficiary of the.
Well, right, no, but I mean, as people cross into the area,
Oh, I see what you mean. You
right, I
don't
don't want
want
it
it
to accidentally trigger, so I'll place
so
it
as
in the way that.
tightly as you can. You cast it. Roll for me.
Okay, that's a level 8 spell, 40 to cast.
Okay. That's 8 and 8.
8 and 8. Okay.
So, what do you want to have outside? What's going to be your sleeping situation? How are you going to be equipped for sleeping? I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'll have my belt with my daggers, near just like on the bed, so I could grab it at any time. And I'll have my bookcase of holding also outside, so I can do some reading, and then everything else will be locked
Okay.
beneath the bed, beneath the mattress, including Azrael. I don't want him getting.
No eating. That's right. Azrael is your familiar for anyone who is forgetting. Oh, we got some activity on the chat.
From the stream, this does kind of look like a bit hospital-ish.
It
but
does look like a hospital gown. You're right, Quinn.
It's a cool pattern, though. It's just you can't see from far away.
You stand up and turn around during the stream, and it's got an ass hatch in the back. It doesn't really close,
That's that's what's in right now.
Hospital chic. I like that. I like that a lot.
Hospital chic. And I was looking through my books. What am I reading again? I've got it listed here. Reading from Nature's Law. So I'll study my Nature's Law tome.
Okay.
While as I'm resting.
Okay. Roll it up.
Boom. 93.
All right. Nice. That's another 3 hours of study on it.
Man, 3 hours of study. That's really good.
Really good.
That's the length of one of the Lord of the Rings movies, and I got to take a break in the middle of
that. Intermission. Go downstairs to eat.
Yeah. Find something that is edible.
Leave your bedroll, say, up on the. Did you bring your bedroll?
No, I didn't bring any of my camping stuff. I assumed there would be lodging here. I guess how comfortable is the mattress?
No, it is. I was trying to think of a way to mark the fact that this mattress is occupied
Oh, I see what you mean.
while you're away from it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to leave my belt. I guess I could leave Azrael up here. No, I'll grab from my pouch inside something. Everything I have is valuable.
There's that problem.
Yeah, I have my water skin. I'll leave that on the bed.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you kind of let your nose decide what
Yeah.
what you should eat.
I can't remember what I had last time. I was
Did
here.
you eat though?
Maybe I didn't even. I was here for a while. I thought I did. Maybe not though. So
We love you, Quinn. Um, a phenol, which is the scorpion-like people for our viewers, about 5 feet high, shiny, glossy, I should say, glossy gray hide. They have skewers of meat that smell possibly better than anything you've smelled before in terms of food.
wow.
You double check to make sure there's no lizard tail on there. You'd hate to think they were eating chidari. Everybody you've walked by, they've got various ages of their talking stabs in pots. Because they have to have them out so much with all the travelers that come through. And so it translates for both of you. You're like, hey, what is that? How much for that? They're called salt gophers. Flesh is very tender, you're told.
I'll take some salt gophers.
The cost is 5 Benway, which is not a currency you've seen, but you have, or not a currency you've heard of, but you do see that there are other coins other than Helcom being used here.
Yeah.
Helcom, is the oval shaped gold coins.
Yeah. So on me, I've got 355 Helm. I'll hand out 1 Helm and I'll say, how much does this cover in, what does he say, Benway?
Benway. He tells you that's worth 20 Benway.
Okay. I'll take how big are the salt gophers? Should I get one for Azrael as well? Are they pretty sizable?
Probably one chunk would do Azrael. but probably later tonight he'll probably need one. So you might get two.
Yeah.
You see there's it looks like wait staff coming up and down the um, the stairs inside of the weighboard.
Mm.
They carry coming down. They're only carrying empty dishes. Going up, they're only carrying empty platters. So they're not bringing food to anybody. It looks like they're gathering dishes and cups and mugs.
Okay.
All different makes and sizes. Probably returning them to the vendors to be washed. So you buy 2 skewers, you get a nice amount of Benway back.
10 Benway. Oh, great. Now I need to keep track of all these.
It's a silvery metal. Benway is. A narrower oval than the Helcom.
Okay. You get one of those like coin books where like, you get a coin from each year, and I'm going to have one for like one Benway, one Helm,
Right.
one from this world, one
Right.
from this country. Okay. Out of curiosity, I guess Brise is pretty generous. You might be aware of. Is there anyone like, seen any like beggars or like people, without food, or without money, like lingering around here?
Yes. There's a family of A1 that clearly pooled their money, and they're going through and looking at the boards with various prices on them, and going through and counting coins in their massive 6-fingered hands. And there's a general sort of hunch of worry about them.
Yeah.
There's a Czechseth couple. Just something about them tells you it's a romantic relationship between them, and that one is female, even though at a glance it's harder to pinpoint. And they're just sort of looking despondently at people walking by with food. They're not counting shit.
Yeah.
They're dressed very raggedly. What would you like to do?
I'll collect my salt. Yeah, my food, and then I'll go over and hand them 5 Helm. That would pay for a good amount of meals.
And which one is that you're handing to? The couple or the A1 thing?
Not the A1.
The female clasps your arm in gratitude. They say something indecipherable to you.
And then she eats my arm.
That's right.
Food, finally.
and they run hungrily to the stalls.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and eat my food. I guess people are eating at all the tables, right?
Oh, there are no tables.
Oh,
People are just standing around eating, or they're sitting on the floor and eating, um, or sitting on the beds and eating.
well, I'll I'll stand and eat as politely as possible. That's something you never look good doing, like standing and eating. You're just like,
Now, God bless skewers.
just like okay. Yeah, skewers do help, and that's fair.
Um, it's the best thing you've ever eaten.
Wow.
It is so flavorful. It is so plump and juicy. Um, the spices, they're a little off from what you're used to, but there's a real familiarity about the spices used here. But it is, I mean, it's the best thing you've ever eaten. I rolled the double odd.
Wow. That's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, you pretty well eat 1.5 skewers, and you have to stop yourself and leave 3 pieces for Azrael for tonight and later.
Mhm.
Um, you follow the custom and throw your skewers on the floor. And what would you like to do?
We'll go back upstairs and digest and eventually fall asleep. Seems like a pretty relaxing evening.
By the time you get upstairs, your stomach starts hurting.
Um,
And then your joints, starting with your ankles, start to swell and get stiff. It starts moving up in your system. Your knees swell. You can move. You can tell you're a little slower than normal.
yeah.
Um, Shoulders, elbows, ankle, neck. You can tell they're just tight, a little achy. Stomach still kind of hurts. Um, you drink plenty of water from the water skin,
Yeah.
and you just sort of watch how it progresses.
If I need to, I'll cast Poison Lord to see what's going on. But doesn't seem more than like just a weird like allergic reaction, right?
Yeah, it seems to stabilize.
Okay.
And you think to yourself, totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Wow.
So good. It does give you pause about whether you should give it to Azrael,
Right.
but maybe you give her a bit and then observe her.
Right. And then see if I mean they're much smaller than me, so they would hopefully see whatever effect it is earlier. Quinn, the gas and cramping my gas and cramping is the problem. It's everyone else in the common room that also ate Saul Gopher. It's now
This is usual. Everyone expects this.
the first floor smells like smoke. The second floor, it smells like something else.
The gas isn't my problem. The gas is my companion's problem. It's not so much a problem for me.
He who smelt it dealt it.
That's right. Odis makes pants grease. Oh, that is disgusting.
Ugh.
Can't believe Quinn said that. What?
I can see you right there. Right in the comments.
No ill effects to Azrael.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Okay. Yeah, we'll feed him, just a little bit at a time.
Yeah,
throughout the evening.
Fine. Yeah, seems to be doing fine with it.
And then, before bed, I'll just read some, either more of my tome, if I feel like it, or from my book on golems.
Okay. Well, I need you to choose.
We'll do the tome.
Okay. Roll for me.
34.
Okay. You get another hour in. Fall asleep. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Fall asleep without a problem. Fence in the night. Fight downstairs wakes you. Seems to resolve on its own after several minutes. People on the upstairs where you are, they're banging on the floor, telling them to shut up, yelling.
Yeah.
Roll your 3.
15.
Okay.
60 and 33.
All right. Wake up very early. Your joints and stomach feel normal.
Your skin is now an interesting shade of purple, though.
That's right. And also made of metal.
Violet, you've turned violet.
You're violet femmes instead of violent femmes. Still better than Chipotle. There's a great line, Quinn, from Family Guy. Between good and garbage, there's Chipotle.
That's pretty accurate.
It is pretty accurate.
Good Lord.
If
they didn't charge for guacamole, it would be fast food. That's the only thing that's the only way they distinguish themselves,
That is so true. So, what now, brown cow? You had no significant dreams. Azriel wants to sleep longer, but you know, kind of push him to wake up. He feels very good. He had no ill effects. Um, so
Weird. Okay. Um, I'll find a place to wash up and, do my. I guess there won't be a bath, but I hopefully I can just splash some water on my face somewhere. Go ask the attendant downstairs if I can't find one myself.
sure, yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything here. Go downstairs with your gear.
Yeah.
Sort of stop at one of the food stalls. Use your talking staff. Discover that there are numerous steam houses all around the outside of the wayboards. They pop up wherever there's a wayboard, and we'll build a steam house.
Okay.
And
Looks like Obi-Wan Karen deleted all of Quinn's messages on YouTube. We can't see them anymore. We still have a record of them here in Streamlab, but
weird, yeah, weird. Quinn, see if you can post something in chat. Interesting. It's not like Obi-Wan has privileges that would let her do that.
so much power. Why did you block Quinn? It was our most consistent viewer.
Very true.
Now
Man.
That's really funny.
But wait, but you blocked him. I'm so confused.
We can maybe figure it out. Break.
Yeah.
Oh, you timed him out for 1,800 seconds. How long is that?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Oh, poor Quinn.
Weird.
Oh. Man, that's funny.
You guys have figured out a way to lift that ban there, Obi-Wan. Jeez.
I don't know if you can undo a timeout because it'll by nature will undo itself. So
Weird.
it's okay. I'm sure Quinn will understand eventually.
Yeah. Jeez. All right.
Yeah. If you can see this, Quinn, we're sorry.
Yes. Sure, I got you, Obi-Wan. So they tell you go into the steam house. There'll be a basket inside of each stall.
Hmm.
Dump all your stuff in the basket. Take a handful of the powder that'll be inside of the basket.
And give it a good sniff.
And it's a powdered soap. And so when you get good moist from the steam, just dust yourself with the soap and come clean.
Okay. Give it a go.
The Chidari talking to you says, I don't know what to do about your mane, pointing to your hair. So None of the races here have that. You might need more water to get it clean. An attendant might be able to bring you some cups of water to douse your hair. I don't know what else to suggest.
I'm sure it's probably fine. It shouldn't be that dirty because I've just been walking around town.
Right.
So I think I'll just politely decline. Well, Obi-Wan, now that Quinn's banned, you have to come up with all the clever jokes in his place. You have to make light of all of our serious role playing.
That's right. Go out into the sunlight. It's just peeking over the city. It's a very different world. You're indoors for sunset, so you miss the sun setting in the east. But here you are watching it rise in the west.
Yeah.
So I know. I mean, can you please start your own fight? Okay. So people are sweeping the front of their streets. Giant seabirds are landing on the roofs with their morning catches of those giant eels.
Yeah.
There's meat left over for Azrael, so you see to it she gets that. He gets that. Probably need to, I guess, go get breakfast from the food court.
Mm-hmm. Let's try something else this time. Anything that looks egg-like. Obi-Wan says I should try to look for Sbarros.
Sbarros. That should be a joke on herself, right? Because she Sabarroed Quinn.
Sbarro.
It's the band.
Sbarroing Quinn's authority.
That's right.
It's funny because I thought Quinn was a mod as well, so I didn't know mods can time other mods out. There's an insurrection happening.
That's right. There's soup being served out of these large dark eggs. It does smell good. Kind of pricey at 9 Benway. The A1 seemed particularly to like it, and it is a big portion. Now, of course, it would have to be to satisfy them, but it'd be like eating out of a mixing bowl, this egg.
Yeah.
So, and it's half of an egg.
Right.
Roll for me.
21.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. Give him 9 of my 10 Benway. We didn't even talk about it, but it's kind of nice that no one. I'm assuming people saw me cast spells, and no one seems to mind.
No.
It's such a very varied place. There's not really any sense of like normalcy.
Well, it's all normal to them. Um,
Right. I guess there's no sense of abnormalcy.
your guess is that the very forward role that the clerics take in public life,
Mm.
they probably do a lot of magic very openly, sort of as these justice bringers. And so apparently there must be, um, some expectation that there are others who can do that too.
Right, and their familiarity with portals too. It's a very
Right.
like magical, friendly world. Yeah. I think if they're so familiar with portals, they would just have like portals to different parts of the city. Just like unless they really are difficult to create or risky
Right.
as they are in Karandrin.
Well, it could be too that the risk, could be small, small odds, big consequences.
Mm.
Where it's like, sure, we can do it, but if we mess up, that's a city block gone.
Right.
You know. So try the soup. Very good, very interesting, very creamy. Um, Not dissimilar to what you would know as egg drop soup.
Mm. I wonder if the egg is, like the seabirds themselves. They
Right.
seem like the right size.
They do, in fact, seem, if these if birds here lay eggs, and God knows anymore what anything is in this world, um, then yeah, it would be the right size for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's rolled. So you sort of just take a seat, kind of let the food sort of settle
Yeah.
just before you go out in the city and find yourself in distress.
Did we already wash up at the steam house or?
Oh no, I'm gonna have you eat first.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, then we'll just rest for a bit.
Um, no ill effects after waiting, say, half an hour, just watching people come and go.
Yeah.
So that's a safe one, though not nearly as good as the
Right.
salt gopher.
I'm willing to risk it.
Find a steam house. Bathing is free here as well. Using your talking stick, you find out, you find everything you need. They do provide stuff for your hair,
Okay.
buckets of water, so you can really wash it. Soap is a little coarse, a little grainy,
Hmm.
but so you feel a little raw, a little overly scrubbed, you know. But it has a pleasant enough odor, and you definitely feel clean. Sun is properly up at dawn, having cleared the surrounding hills. When you get done, what would you like to do?
Yeah. So have a little time before I need to go pick up the dress from the Chidari. I was gonna see if there's any kind of magic shops around here, or any place to find magic items to see what kind they have. Um, so I suppose I'll go back to, if there's an attendant at the bathhouse, I could ask
Uh,
them. First, I'll just try, using the Kelthorn to ask for magic shop and see if that translates, or magic item shop.
There are such things.
Okay.
There are none nearby. He couldn't tell you where the nearest one is.
Hmm. Okay. Well, tell him that I'll just ask someone else then, where to find these magic shops. We can go try the attendant at the, where was I stand? The Wayboard again.
Head back. There is definitely one nearby, relatively nearby. Pretty complicated to get there. There's a series of Chidari statues of the lizard people
Mm-hmm.
that marks some of the land that are some of the landmarks. So you get directions. Roll for me.
56.
Okay. You want to head there?
Yeah.
All right. Roll to navigate.
52.
It's lunch before you're able to find your way there. You have to stop and ask directions at least a couple more times.
Do I have a name of the place?
Everyone calls it Secrets, but its real name is Far Secrets.
Okay. You're looking for one of those shops, right? The magic shops.
A1 female seems to run the place. No sign of like scrolls, like scroll racks against the wall,
Right.
or potions. A lot of magic shops you've seen, they've had places for herbs,
Mm-hmm.
and you've never really inquired, just usually because you've had herbs on you or you were planning to go somewhere else to get them. There's no sign of that here either.
Right. No herbs or scrolls.
There's various highlighted products out in the middle of the store. The rest, just as you're watching people come and go, it seems like you ask an attendant and they bring, an assortment of goods out for you to look at and look over.
Yeah.
As soon as you step into the store, everything is in thanks.
Oh, cool.
You overhear conversations, including comments about what exactly you are.
Oh, don't like to hear that.
What would you like to do?
I'll draw my cloak over, kind of make myself a little less visible, and I just want to see what some of the main items on display are. Like you said, the ones out in the open.
There's a long set of a chain hauberk. So the chain suit that hangs down to your knees, almost like a chain gown. Um, well crafted, plus 15 craft on it. The material is not like anything you've seen. It's metal, it's very light. You wouldn't be able to guess its material strength.
Right.
You attempt to attune to it, and you just get a mild headache. You try again, and the same thing happens.
Let me try with a different item. Can I attune to something else in the store?
Absolutely. Roll for me.
10.
That's fine. That's not bad. Roll again for me.
62.
It's a weapon of some sort. I need to find that. over. There we go. Sorry. Fairly long sword.
Hmm.
It's very decorative.
Mhm.
Really pretty weapon. Mild headache is all you get out of it.
Let me wave down the shop owner and ask her if she might know what's going on. I wonder if it's the items themselves or the fact that I'm here in Kiacon.
What do you want to say?
Well, I'm assuming the store we'll see if the store translates for me. I'll just say in facts that I think I'm unable to attune to these items. I'm not from this world. I wonder if that is the problem. Your magic items are defective. I'll take them all for free.
Very likely you will not be able to use ours. If your usual means of controlling a magic item does not work, then I assume you will not be able to use any item in the store.
I ask, even if I were to take it back to my own world?
Correct.
Wow. So the nature of magic in Odis is just different than the magic in Karandrin. That's interesting. Okay, Brise will process that and then just be like, all right, I guess so. That's unfortunate. A whole world of magic items I can't use. Unless, now hear me out. Does she seem like she's telling the truth?
That's an interesting intuition roll.
Yeah, I just Brise being,
Why
other people.
would? Yeah, but motive. You need motive for a lie. Why would she cost herself a
Racism.
sale? Racism. Why would she cost herself a sale?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, roll for me. You would get the intuition regardless of whether you wanted it or not.
81. Yeah.
So it is difficult to tell. It's difficult to get a read. They're just so alien, the A1 are.
Yeah. My only thought also, because I walked in, and as soon as I walked in, there was some charm placed on the store and on me, and for some reason I'm like, and people just immediately started talking about me as if, like, where is she from?
Right.
But I'll just nod and take my leave of the store. It's different.
I should have had your after you tried to attune. I should have had given you stomach problems and your joints starting to swell. You're like, what the hell? damage.
And then when I eat the food, I get a headache. Like, wait a second. Okay. Well, we will make our way back to the Chidari Tailors. I guess I need to ask about the store. Minix is the name of it. Minix Fine Fabrics.
All right.
Supposed to be west of the. I didn't even get the name of the store I teleported into from the doorstone. But anyway, west of there is the Minix Fine Fabrics. So I'll see if I can use that information to make my way back there.
Okay. Roll to navigate.
13. I tried. You end up back in Karandrin. You've been in Ballery this whole time, actually.
it's just a neighborhood, you know.
Oh my God, how have I never been here?
It wasn't a headache from the attunement. It was a headache from navigating. It's just all. Oh. Yeah, you're thoroughly lost. What would you like to do?
Have I asked someone for directions, and
they've not heard of any of the locations you've referred to.
Okay. I might just try a teleport back to the front of Minix.
Let's roll to see how well you remember the front.
Yeah. 32.
No, you're not comfortable with that.
Okay. Could also just try to. What about the enclave of the for the check set? No, the Phenol. Yeah. Enclave of the Phenol. If I remember anything distinct from there.
Roll.
51.
You have a decent chance of making it somewhere in there, yes.
Okay.
But your clearest memory, your most confident location is the doorstone business.
Okay.
You feel like you have no trouble arriving there. It's quite
my fear is if they have some other, magical ward in place, because they are used to having people come in and out of there
as a means of traffic management.
Right. One more thing, I'm looking through my notes to see if I can get directions to. No. So I know I visited some other landmarks before, but they're all pretty also nondescript. Temple of Komot. I visited the council chambers. But once I'm there, I don't even know if I'll just try to teleport into the doorstone courtyard.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
Are you just straight up casting the spell?
Yeah, remember power points.
Okay.
That's a 98 to cast.
We'll roll again and add it.
Plus 93.
Very nice. I will give that to you for 1 power point and 1 exhaustion point.
Wow. That's crazy. Now here's the really important roll, which is a 31 to aim. So.
A lot of things going on. A lot of strange new sights and sounds. You find yourself back at the food bazaar of the Wayboard.
Okay. I guess it's time for lunch. So,
It's true.
I mean, no. So I'll from here I should be able to find Minix. I think I came from Minix to here, right?
No, you came from here. You arrived here from the Enclave.
The Enclave. Okay. So we'll make my way back to the Enclave then and try to retrace my steps.
Roll it up.
22. God damn it.
But it's not as difficult a task.
Right.
So a lower roll is less significant. Yeah, no problem. It takes you a little while. It's mid-afternoon now. It puts it basically, they should be ahead. So you're now 1 hour behind Karandrin. Yeah, their days go faster. So they gain
Right.
almost and pass
By 1 hour, yeah.
So you're now 1 hour. Come to the Enclave. You have a very clear memory of how you wound up at the widow's house.
Mm-hmm.
And you show up at her door. And they're sort of on a rack. Like, I don't know if your folks ever used one of these, but like a drying rack for clothing. So you could air dry clothes indoors. You know what I'm talking about? They kind of fold down. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Well, I know, like just a clothing rack.
It's sort of so you could, it's kind of like you hang clothes on it like you would a towel bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's they're just fun because they collapse down to nothing. They collapse down to something like that. But they pop up and they're like 4 feet high, and you can hang like all this stuff on them. But so essentially, there's a hanging rack outside the home.
Okay.
And this beautiful red and gold fabric.
Wow.
The gold runs through it like rivers. With little islands of red and black.
Mm.
Knock on the door. She answers and gives you a deep bow. When she does so, her antenna, which usually sweep back, they actually kind of brush you, which is a little off-putting.
Yeah.
But you try not to show any reaction.
I'll say they're beautiful fabrics.
Your talking stick interprets for you. She bows again, brushes you again. She says she's so flattered. Exactly. Snip, snip. There we go. So nice.
Where's my enormous fly swatter?
Exactly. Um, she, rushes past you and pulls it off the rack, and says, she hopes you enjoy it as much as she enjoyed making it. It's been nice to have something normal to do in her time of grieving.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's anything I could ask or say to her. I don't know, like, gonna remarry soon? But I just, curious about like, I just say, I'm glad I was able to help. I hope, your grief will be, right. I say, I know your grief will be alleviated soon, or lessened soon.
She thanks you. Ask what your plans are for the fabric.
I say, I would struggle to find the word, right? Like the man I'm courting,
Right.
my boyfriend, is a um, talented tailor, and I offer to him as a gift for him to see what inspiration strikes him to make something out of it.
But I hope you will love wearing it.
Whenever you wear it, your knees swell up and everything in this world.
Odisse, you just need Benadryl, and it's a great place.
Well, it's like we said, making fun of last episode, right? It's the bacteria in Odisse; they're everywhere.
Oh, right. You're going to be the reason that a plague spreads in Karandrin. It's
Yeah, bringing back all this foreign, otherworldly
yeah,
stuff.
microorganisms.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Look, if Obrieve came here and didn't destroy the world, I'm sure
yeah.
it's fine.
Uh,
Okay, I'll take my leave and we'll go to Minix. Do you want to take a break or do you want to keep going?
let's just keep going.
All right, sounds good.
Um, all right, so you head out and head to Minix. Roll for me.
39. Again, tracing back my steps. Let me add this to my inventory.
It's 5 pounds of fabric.
Wow, producing 5 pounds in like 24 hours. That's a feat.
It's a lot of drinking. Takes you a while. New city and all. but you make it before sundown in the east. Go in. Again, you're very easy to recognize. You're probably the only human in the city, possibly in the world. Go for another fitting. Oh, yeah. They really did a good job. You ask about other fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
They certainly. Some of their more common fabrics are what you're attracted to. The Shijari sort of exchange looks, wondering why you're, avoiding the more expensive fabrics. But it means that you get out of there with um, 2 bolts
Okay.
of fabric. One is a cream colored. The other one's a deep violet. The cost is 10 helm.
Okay.
The weight for each is 15 pounds.
Wow. I'm going to slip those into my bag of holding.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. 2 bolts of Shidari fabric.
Cream and violet.
Okay. Well, with that, I think we'll conclude my trip to Odis. We'll return home through the courtyard.
Roll to navigate.
47.
Make it there. A little slow going.
I guess I skipped lunch. Would I just had some whey bread?
No, you had lunch, didn't you?
No, I mean you said it was lunchtime when I found the magic shop, and we
That's
didn't
right.
roll. I mean, we could have just bought something at the whey board as well.
Sure. Let's you bought a vegetable dish. You really do like the food here. It's a Chekseth vegetable stew, although it's more vegetable than stew.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Lots of texture. And no ill effects.
All right.
So you head back. The attendant walks you back to the courtyard, kind of clears their throat and extends a hand.
Give him a little one of these.
That's right.
How much did I give him last time? I'm looking through my notes. I already forgot. Chidari.
Was it 30?
Why can I not find this? Ask for a tip. I didn't write it down. Max. Well, I know I had 350.
We're watching around. Yeah, there's enough action.
Yeah. Just kind of copy what someone else is doing.
It looks like it's closer to 100 to 150 is what they're getting.
Helm?
Yes.
Wow. I know I did not give that much last time. I mean, Brise is generous, and I don't see any reason I could make that back easily just with selling some of my treasures. So I'll give him 150.
All right.
I don't want to be labeled as someone who's a miser.
And honestly, I mean, the service is unique. It's not as though you can, get around it.
Right.
So the
I'll note down I give 100, 150 back at the
so it positions you even more carefully in the courtyard, taking care about where you step and your placement of your feet, and tells you to concentrate on the doorstone, concentrate on where you were in your own world when you left. Breathe deeply, and in a moment, the world of Odisse fades out, and your teleportation spot on the mountainside near Lady Mirgraw's fades into view.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for me, actually.
53.
So, just observing it more closely this time, it is interesting to note that you can't use this as an escape, a quick escape, the doorstone.
Because it's like a slower teleport.
Yeah, it takes a good 30 seconds to a minute. Now, you could use it
Mm-hmm.
for a slow one. If you've got a moment or two, bar the door kind of a situation, then out of desperation, yeah, you could get out of some trouble.
Right. Right. If I'm in a hurry. Or if I need some. Okay. Well, cool. We will return to the keep then.
Okay.
Which everything I need to take care of there. We'll try to seek out Aldrich. Send him a note. Tell him I come bearing gifts.
Improvement work continues at the keep. Replastering walls, painting where the plaster is dry, adding color to the outer ramparts.
Do I know who, out of curiosity, who oversees, I guess the Castellan oversees the operation of the keep?
Right.
Okay, so that would be Athene at the top, beneath Lady Mirgrel, I suppose.
Right.
Is the authority.
That would be your guess.
Right.
You know, you don't have a exact answer, but you could certainly get one.
I forgot to check also if my night of sleep, did my temporary exhaustion go up from 94?
95.
Okay. Uh-oh, Quinn's back. Quick, time him out again.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back, Quinn.
Send word to Aldrich.
Mm-hmm.
No messages await you.
I think it's only been basically a day and a half, day and 3/4.
Let Azrael to hunt in the courtyard,
Mm-hmm.
but not too far out of your sight, of course, because they know it's a familiar. No word from Aldrich. Supper time now.
We have some time. We'll practice on my spear throwing. The guards are out today.
It's going to be dark too soon.
Okay. It's okay. It just makes it harder.
Supper is brought to you. You already regret that it's not food from Odisse.
Oh, man, I was thinking if I could just go back there with the doorstone, but that's an expensive trip, and you're paying for the way back.
Yeah.
Actually, that's need to make sure when I go there, I don't give them too big of a tip, or else I might not be able to get back. Or I'll need to make some money in the city.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Just be trapped there. You know?
It makes me feel like I'm going to make it big in the big city. I've got enough money for a train ticket, and that's it. Now I'm just here. Time to.
I've got a fast spear. A little bit of money. You know, food's fine. Whatever. Read some.
Yeah, we'll read from my tome.
It's another hour.
Okay.
Cannot write a number 8, but that's fine. Still no word from Aldrich.
Does he usually work this late?
No. What would you like to do?
Kind of want to give him his gifts. Can go to his workplace and just inquire after him.
You can go to his chambers.
Oh yeah, that's a better idea. Go there first.
You could take the whole. I mean, unless you want to see him open it.
Quinn, give up Aldrich. You can't kidnap him. And you mean bring the fabrics and stuff to him?
Yeah, and just leave it for him with a note.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So you could actually just, have a servant do that. You write the note and so on. Tell them to wrap the fabric in, parcel paper, and just wrap it in something like that. And of course, they're happy to oblige, and off they go with all the fabrics. So you can get rid of those out of your inventory. You sort of just have a relaxing evening.
Yeah.
And still no word from him, even as you're getting ready to go to bed. Let's say we do your 3 rolls for the night and then call it for our own night.
Okay.
That'll put you at a really good stopping point.
Let's see. 12, 7, and 85.
So, really early morning when you wake up, you feel great. Your temporary exhaustion is now at 97. No dreams of any significance.
Okay.
And we'll wrap it up right here.
All right. July 11th. Sounds good.
Well, there you go. There's episode 153 in the books, knocked out. So we appreciate you guys listening as always, hanging out with us. So don't forget to like and subscribe. If you think we're doing a good job, you can hop the donor box right there and send us a little love. I urge you to hear more and seek more from Max. He's got a YouTube channel. You see the short link right there where he discusses the role of music and original soundtracks in video games. Thanks as always to Elliot Dunovitz for their terrific character art that we use for Brise almost every episode. If you want to see more of their work, let me get rid of this caption. You can go to see more of Elliot's work at artstation.com/Tortolua. And I've written a novel you can find on Amazon. It's called A Shore Too Far. If you like a good fantasy book, I hope this one qualifies, so go take a look. Max, why don't you say goodbye to the lovely people?
Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this out of this world episode. We'll pick back up in Karandrin next week.
That's right.
Wednesday, everybody.
That's right. See you next time.